It's been a while since I've done a video. In the last year I've had a broken shoulder, then I had shoulder surgery, so I've lost probably 6 months out of the year, last year, being able to work, with being in a sling and physical therapy and that. But I figured I'd do an update on that, so let's go and take a closer look. So for the last few weeks now I've been out here welding. So this is all mild steel. I made the gates. So that gate, this is to meet local code, building regs, people in England. You have to have, if you can fall in the pool, you have to have a fence 48 inches high around the whole thing. So we can lock the gates open when we're having a party or in the summer or a pool day. So the pool is an above ground pool from the pool factory. It's 41 by 23 saltwater pool, and the deck is 58 foot from this end to that end, and then 39 foot across the width. Biggest question I get, or most common question I get I should say, is why do all this work for an above ground pool? Well, that pool is 10,000, and in-ground pool is 70,000, and one that size would be more than 70,000 I would think. So I just couldn't afford the extra 60,000 to have a pool that was poured in concrete. So it does the job. This is the solar cover I need to clean and get that back on today, clean all the pollen out of there. But basically I've been welding all these posts around, so everything is welded in situ, bolted to the side. This is oak that came down from our property. It's 100 years old. The tree died, so I cut it down and milled all the oak, and I'm now planing it all. And this oak is like this when it's all sawn. It's all very rough and doesn't look very nice, but after it's all been processed it looks like this. So you put it through a planer, get everything the same thickness, and this is all had a varnish on it, and it dries nice. So we've got cable railing, Mazata cable railing. So they call it invisible wire because you get it from a certain distance and you can't see it. When you bend down it doesn't obstruct your view or anything like that. I've added this. So this grill was on a frame, which is a cheap propane grill. Now bolted, I welded all the frame to the railing. So the same wire underneath. The gas line runs down inside that post, and the gas bottle is just here in a little cupboard. And then we got like a burger station, you know, there for cooking. This needs more epoxy resin. This is hickory from the next door farm. All my tools hanging underneath. Just a bit of an area where people can mill around while we're cooking. And then the bar. I've had to explain this to American people a lot. What does pissed and broke mean? Pissed as in drunk, not angry, and broke, so you're drunk and broke, or drunk and moneyless. Pissed and broke. So I wanted a bar. So this is the same oak tree, and then all of this is the same oak, and this is going to be a countertop. There will be a sink and a faucet at the end. I dug actually a soakaway underground going over that way, filled it with rock, so we can run cold water only in here, just for throwing away drinks and rinsing out glasses or whatever, plastic glasses obviously. We got twin fans in the bar to blow air through. If you see one of my other videos, we've got misters on the front of the bar to cool people down that are sat there, and then shelving, 2 fridges. And then I've also added this section around here. This gate will eventually lead on a deck that goes over there to that building, which is currently a workshop, but I want to put a half bath in there. And then we got a pair of cabinets here, one with pool toys in, one with pool maintenance stuff in, and then another gate I made going down some stairs, just so I can run down here and clean the pool filter without having to go all the way around. So yeah, it's a lot of work for an above ground pool, and a lot of people can't get their head around that, and I guess a lot of it's jealousy. You know, they say, well, you did all that work for 10,000, but we spend more time, well, as much time, if not more time, on the deck than we do in the pool. But we wanted the pool. The pool's only, wherever it is, 5 foot deep. I forget the depth now, and it's one level all the way across. But to sit in it and float and drink is great, you know, and swim in it. So very nearly there. All this is landscaped on this side. This side is still yet to get landscaped. I have planted 6 bananas, and I've got one coming up already. But I got about 2 months to get all of this finished. So there will be another video. I've got some railing down here to finish this week and next week. But the bar lights up, all the steps light up. I've got lights all around under pool caps so the pool lights up at night. And yeah, it's a lot of work for an above ground pool, but it's what we wanted.